Hello everyone, and welcome to Europa Universalis 4. So the Mandate of Heaven expansion, the 1.20 Ming patch is finally here. And well, I'm really excited to start this campaign. I've been wanting to play this game for I stopped playing for about a week and a half just to wait for this expansion to come, and well, I can come back to it at last. As you probably have guessed, we're going to be playing in the east, because most of the features of the Mandate of Heaven expansion are focused in this area. And I've been wanting to play to unify Japan for a while already, so I'm going to try to do that. A lot of the daimyos got really nice ideas from the overhaul. So Japan used to have like, I think it was like 8 daimyos, and all of them were vassals of the then the shogun, which was named Japan, and then you could get everything and then form Japan yourself. Now the shogun starts, Ashikaga is the shogun now, and it has 26 or 25 daimyos, I think, and all of the daimyos have unique ideas. For instance, you could see some of them here. I'll not read them all, but you can pause the video to look at these ones. So there are two that interest me a lot. Uesugi, who starts quite big in comparison to the other daimyos. It starts with 33 development. Most of these start with like 6, 9. So Shiba starts with 26 as well. Is one of the biggest ones. But the one that caught my eye because of the ideas is Date. So Date has infantry combatability, diplomatic reputation, which is nice. If you become the shogun, you will have to deal with a lot of vassals, and diplomatic reputation is one of the best things you can have to deal with the vassals, as well as integration of that thing. Starts with core creation cost minus 10%, minus 10% aggressive expansion impact, reduce idea cost, land fire damage, heavy ship cost and compatibility, technology cost reduction, and development cost. And the ambition is global trade power, which is also good for that extra sweet cash. And the ruler is not bad, it's a 333. Most of the daimyos have this ruler, except for Uesugi, which was one of the most interesting as well, because it's the biggest and it has a 444 ruler. And they start with yearly army tradition decay, diplomatic relations, army tradition, reinforced speed, morale, spy network construction, discipline, and idea cost. So it's like Prussia, the Prussia of the East. Yamana is also quite big, but most of their ideas, they get manpower modifier and diplomatic reputation. But all of that, most of the beginning ideas are an extra diplomat, core creation cost. So this one has good ideas as well. It's quite a tough decision. This starts with a 344. But I think I'm gonna go for that team, because the aggressive expansion impact will be useful to especially in this area where everyone is clustered. Now we will be starting small, so this will probably be one of the hardest, perhaps. I don't know how tough it will be, because so we have Shimotsuke here, who is also small, and this will be one of the ones that we could probably eat right from the start. Shiba starts with a whole lot of development, but we shall see. I haven't done a test run, because I want to jump right into the game. So okay, I will stop talking now, and let's start. So settings, I'm not gonna think myself as a pro. I'm gonna just play on normal difficulty, and everything will be like default settings. No fantasy, new world, no nothing. And we're gonna play on Ironman, because I like achievements. So this will be Japan. number 1. So hopefully we don't die and we don't have to start the playthrough all over again. So by this point, there are a lot of videos around, and you probably know about all of the features. But anyway, I will be I know some of them, but I will be exploring all of the new features as we go. One of the first things is that the Shinto religion got a major rework. Now it has this isolationism mechanic. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna reduce our maintenance. See, in terms of trade, we're on the Nippon trade node, of course, so we're gonna collect here. I cannot transfer trade from anywhere, so there's that. Other than that, I'm gonna send these units to privateer in the Nippon node. This will increase our trade value from 0.17 to 0.30, and it'll be a 0 profit. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. And I'm gonna mothball this transport. So in terms of units, I have a pitiful 4 force limits and 6 in terms of ships. So let's start to see who hates us. So we're not making much in terms of money. As you can see, the new interface is all nicely reworked, and here is one of the biggest things that I wanted to be in the game for a while, and is the diplomatic macro builder. We're gonna be using that a lot. Let's see, we don't have a leader, and we cannot afford advisors. Oh, but our leader has morale of army. It's pretty nice, very nice. And our heir is a 333 as well, which is not so bad. However, our leader is not super young, so I need to get the most out of that extra 5% morale. So let's see. Utsunomiya wants to be Shitsumuke, I mean, wants to be friends with us. Let's see which missions do we have first and who can be our rivals. So Hatakeyama is our rival, which is, where are you? Where? So this is Shiba. Shiba rivaled us as well. This is Hosakawa. He was here before. So here's Hatakeyama. Is relatively small. Same thing as us. Other than that, we have Narubu, and we're gonna do this instead. So Narubu is this one, our Nanbu, our neighbor to the north, who doesn't have allies, has claims around, and has a whooping 2 force limit, so that could be our first target. So let's see, we have the Bushido Code mission and watching the cherry blossoms. This one, it says have a prestige of at least 50 and will give us 15 more prestige. The Bushido Code wants us to have 25% army tradition and gives us prestige and legitimacy. Will be nice to get prestige and improve our prestige mission. So we could get the Bushido Code or try to get another mission. Like, there was a thing that you could do, like produce a bunch of units, then you will get the mission to recover your manpower. So I'll try to do that. I don't know if that counts as an exploit, but yeah, I mean, Wasugi is big, Shiba is big, and we are not like the biggest fish here, so I need to get advantage in whatever way we can. So Daimyo Ideas already gives us infantry combat ability and morale of armies. I mean the Daimyo. So everyone will have that extra 10% morale. We have the advantage of starting with 10% more army tradition, and our diplomatic reputation will allow us to get alliances quite easily. as you can see that the shogun will ally us right away, or won't. It says, okay, we cannot ally the shogun. Now I wonder, the shogun has a few actions. I have not read all of them, but I know that if you declare war, the shogun can force you to commit seppuku. You will enter a regency, and that could be really bad. So we'll try to be in good terms with the shogun. That will be our priority, and try to get an alliance. So Uesugi is humongous, so it will be better if we ally them right from the start. I will also immediately produce a unit. I'm gonna try that exploit. If you can call it an exploit. If it doesn't work, then I'll just cancel. So I still have 5,000 manpower out of the maximum of 10,000, so I could get the mission. I am going to set Nanbu as rival, because most likely I'm gonna attack them. Let's see who Uesugi hates. Uesugi hates Hosokawa, Atakeyama, and Takeda. So I would like to have maybe another neighbor as a rival, maybe Satake. But I'm gonna wait to see how alliances unfold before setting more rivals. So already have one, no big deal in terms of power projection. Yeah, we will lose one monthly tick of power projection. Right from the start as well, I'm gonna demand military support. We'll lose a little. Yeah, that's fine. I can deal with that. And I'm also going to demand administrative support. For that, I need to spend prestige, but it'll be worth it. Now, I kinda. How many points do we have? I think we can spend. Need 95, so I'm gonna leave that be because of the new prosperity mechanic. Let's see, where's that exactly? I think it's here. Devastation. So how can we check the prosperity? River flows, penalty. How can we see that? Here we have institution spread. Maybe you need to be slightly bigger to get the bonus from prosperity. Because it just says, oh, it's here. So it's from Tohoku, and it says we can declare edicts now. So edicts do something. Some stuff, so we can get institution spread in this province, centralization efforts, monthly autonomy change, local defensiveness, local development cost, which would be pretty nice. It increases the maintenance by a lot, but 10% local development cost will be useful once we start work our way into getting the renaissance here. Local manpower modifier, trade power, and missionary strength. But probably because we don't own most of the provinces, we cannot get. So here's unrest, friendly forest, ports, devastation. Yeah, I don't see the prosperity. So basically, prosperity is this mechanic that as long as your stability is positive and your province is not besieged, you get a bonus, like you get increased yields, increased goods produced and everything. So we're gonna I wanted to boost stability, but I think I'll rather save my points. So because we'll be warring a lot, most likely I'm gonna switch my focus to military. And anyway, I'm gonna leave this be for a while because it gives us more tax modifier. And once this decays up to, or maybe I should do it right away just to be in the same. Like, yeah, the same cooldown as the Bushi, as the Bushi one. Sadly, we cannot get the merchant guilds. I'm gonna do it right away, just to have it in the exact same cooldown. And here we have the whole Aegis mechanic. So there are a bunch of things that we can do for to get a bonus. So there we have the alliance with Sugi. But let's see who else could ally us. Who is enemies with our enemy? So they allied Shiba, which hates us. Other than that, so the ideal scenario would be that Uesugi hated Shiba. So who hates Shiba? Shiba is hated by Hosokawa, Hatakeyama, and Tsutsui. If apologies to anyone who knows Japanese, but well, you know. So Tsutsui is not really big. Ideally, I would want to ally someone that will not be in our path of conquest and is not hated by a lot of people, so we don't have to defend them. For instance, Ando is allies with Uesugi. Since Uesugi is big, probably Shiba will not dare attack Ando. So I'm gonna ally Ando. That way, Nanbu will not ally them. And the other big guy is Yamana, so I'm gonna ally Yamana as well. First, let's see how many Diplo slots we have. We have 4, so that's fine. Gonna get a royal marriage for now and get the alliance next. Okay, so in terms of the mission, we need to let the month elapse. Okay, what else? We can get the royal marriages. So I think we already have a CB due to the Bushido code. Yeah, war for the Emperor. Let's see. Can we see our casus belli? We should expand our influence into shogunate by seizing land from the neighboring clans. So that, yeah. Still, well, this province is not highly developed, but you know, claims still reduce coring costs, so why not? I will still build a spy network. After all, they're my rivals, so it's not gonna take us long. Okay, so the Daimyo. Do we have any interactions with? No, we don't. But we have some liberty desire. So I'm gonna see how this goes in terms of trying to unite Japan. Hopefully they won't force us to commit Sudoku. Okay, so we don't get the that mission. I'm gonna cancel some of these regiment builds and get the money into something else. Let's check. I'm gonna get a royal marriage with Uesugi, trying to secure this thing a little bit, trying to secure that alliance. Knowledge is power. Yeah, I'm gonna get the national unrest, that's fine. Okay, so there might be a lot of waiting involved. So Satake already decided to be our enemies, and they're allied with Shiba, which means that I will rival them. And these dudes still are still friendly. They're allied with Uesugi, so I will most likely not be attacking them. And I think I'll rival Shiba. I mean, they're big, so they're probably gonna be a valid rival for quite a while. That focus, I'll try to get military tech 4, and after we get military tech 4, I'm gonna declare war, unless Unless Shiba decides to war on someone else. They have a lot of allies. Nanbu, Satake, Imagawa, and Amago. Well, so do we, then again. We have 3. I can get 1 more. I'm thinking, Hosokawa... Okay, who hates Shiba? Because I need someone who hates them to help me declare war against them. Hosokawa, Hatakeyama, Tsui, and Date. Date is us. So that leaves Hosokawa. But they're enemies with Uesugi, so we cannot ally them. That leaves basically... That leaves Tsui. Which I believe was... which one? This one. They're quite small. They don't have enemies. So let's go for it. If anything, what do we have to lose? Prestige and diplomatic reputation, maybe. So we need to do some of these objectives. I might try to go for this discover of America. Control 5 centers of trade is virtually impossible for us in our current position. And Bushido Code, 25% army tradition. How much do... Okay, so this screen got overhauled as well. There is new information. For instance, the cavalry ratio, which used to be fixed based on the tech group. Now it's just a percentage. So we have 50 cavalry to infantry ratio. And here we have the morale. Has been a long time since we last visited the principal shrines of one of our provinces. The shrine is located off the beaten track, on top of a mountain said to be abode of a very powerful kami. Normally we come there at least once a year, but it has been a while now. The attendants are expecting us. Should we go visit the shrine? Admin power in exchange for legitimacy and prestige, or prestige in exchange for money. Our prestige is low, but it will always come up, so I'm not gonna say no to 50 admin. So I wanted to check army tradition, how hard it will be for us to get that 25%. So we have 10% now, and it's decaying, which means now would be probably a good time to hire a general. Maybe I should wait when we go to war. After all, this is yearly, but it will only continue to go lower. Anyway, we'll probably be fighting war, so why not get the Bushido Code? Then again, 100 admin power would be quite nice. Let's get this one for now. I'm gonna speed this up. Owning war. The tensions between Daimyo have spiraled out of control, and now war has broken out and have felt throughout the Japanese islands. As our fellow Daimyo begin to take sides and alliances are brought into play, whoever may win this current civil war, however, is clear that the current shogunate was too weak to prevent it. We are not only ones who will have noticed this, and it is quite likely that this Great War of the Onion period will result in a prolonged period of strife and warfare between different Japanese states. A country can take over the shogunate and become the overlord of all Daimyo subjects by taking the province of Kyoto. Get Sengoku Jidai until the 1475, so 30 years, giving reduced army tradition decay. Pretty nice for a mission. So that gives us a little bit less. Lose 10 prestige, give 10 influence to the clergy and 10 loyalty, or give them influence. I'll try to not lose all my prestige in one go. I'm gonna fabricate a claim here as well. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Shiba will want an alliance, but we're already on our on the cap. So I want this, thank you very much, and immediately start fabricating on Shiba. Unruly samurai. The prevailing pace of past few years have left many samurai cast without work. These idle hands have now found employment in exploiting the oppression of local peasant population. They will need to be dealt with. Lose army tradition and gain prestige, or gain 2 national rest for 10 army tradition. I would like the army tradition. And the traveling monk will bring us prestige. I'm gonna build a spot network on Shiba as well. Trust your neighbor, awesome. So Satake declared war on Chiba, who apparently didn't have allies. So well, good for them. Let's see if the shogun does something about it. Uesugi declares on Takeda. The war starts to break out. So Takeda's war was just Uesugi, and Takeda didn't have allies. I'm not sure if I want Uesugi to grow that large. And Shiba declares war on Hatakeyama. Okay. This might be an opportunity. Let's check. Gonna keep this running, but on lower speed. So they are at war with Hatakeyama and Ishiki. They might not be in as good position as they think, do they? Shiba and Amago, okay, so it's kind of an even war. We shall see. I'm tempted to kind of up this up a little bit. I still want to be making money though. Apparently I can have it here and still make a little bit of it. So I'm gonna use this for a claim. And let's use that diplomatic macro builder thing. I'm gonna try to keep my allies, improve relationship with my allies, and that should be it. So they will be doing that for us. And Usonomiya declares war on Satake. So let's see who is at war with whom. What is most important is, for instance, checking if I attack Nanbu, which after fabricating the claim I will have to. Okay, so Uesugi wins the war. That is no surprise. Okay, so I don't want to miss the window of opportunity that we might have here, because Shiba has 1 besieged province. They will still join, and by a lot. By a lot. We can have Ando, but they would want land. Now I could otherwise Shiba I think has 4 military strength. We have 4 as well. If we have Ando on our side, I could just immediately siege this province and use Ando to help me fight off Shiba when they come around. That way I won't have to wait so much to expand. Utsunomiya is allied with Uesugi, and there is Satake as well, who doesn't seem to have any allies anymore. They're at war with Utsunomiya. Well, let's see how that goes. I'll let this war run for a little bit. And how good is Shiba doing in their own war? Shiba is not doing great. But I will not wait. I will attack them immediately. I will call Anbu. Of course, we will not give them land. So what does this give us? 50% aggressive expansion and 100% cost. So yeah, by any means. I'm not sure if I want my ruler to be. I think I'll just get one of these and move immediately. Let's see. So Ando hasn't moved, so we're gonna take ownership of the siege. Hopefully they will help us because we will take and they're not helping. But we'll still outnumber them, so it's fine. They're retreating. Where are they retreating? It says they will arrive on Usen. So let's see how far are they going. Um, 10 prestige, 3.8 ducats, or of course stability is not an option. So I'm just gonna do the siege and let them retreat. Wish I could just attack with them. Let's see if this was not a huge mistake. Hopefully it wasn't. I'll try to get them to attach to me. Okay, let's see how Shiba is doing. Shiba is supposedly winning the war against us, and they're losing against Satakeyama, but not by much. Again, it's kind of an even fight. If anything, I think I'll go over my force limit by 1, just to be safe. We're halfway through to that military tech 4, which will give us a bigger advantage. Anyway, I'm gonna cut here, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks very much for watching.